Hello everyone. Good morning. We have Ms. Surbhi Ghai with us from Servo Hospitality School. Ms. Surbhi Ghai is a managing director of Servo Hospitality School and an independent economist. She holds a master's degree in economics from University of London and a BA honors in economics from Miranda House, University of Delhi. She has previously worked as a researcher with ICR, India's largest autonomous think tank, on multiple projects, including those of the Ford Foundation and World Bank. She has also contributed to a study on the future of work commissioned for the G20 Argentinian presidency in consultation with the Department of Economic Affairs, Government of India. She has also been engaged with Stanford University in evaluating large-scale randomized controlled experiments in India. Over the last few years, she has authored several research papers as well as opinion columns in leading national dailies such as the Business Standard and the Hindu. We welcome you, ma'am. Thank you for being with us. That's quite an introduction.
Thank you, Prashad. Yes, that was quite a long introduction, but thank you. I mean, it's great being over here.
Okay, ma'am. So let's start the interview, ma'am. My first question to you is, being the managing director, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of your college?
So as far as the marketing team is concerned, I think for all colleges across, it is a very sensitive issue in the sense that, you need to keep, and especially for a young college, for a college that is just say about 3 years old or 4 years old, I think it is very, very important to keep the team motivated. Because at the end of the day, during the admission season, during, when the pressure is very high, you need to give them the moral support, you need to keep them motivated. And of course, I believe that, you need to adapt to all the new technologies that are coming up with respect to admissions, because you cannot rely now on the normal pamphlet distribution stuff like marketing, door-to-door marketing, this, that, etc. I mean, you need to evolve. So the marketing strategies are changing, and you need to evolve with that, and you need to make sure that your team is also evolving with that, because the uptake. So for a very small thing like the lead portal as well, the uptake rate. There are some people who are going to refuse. There's some people who are going to not be very, very willing to take it up. But you need to make sure that your team is willing to adapt. Your team is willing to evolve, and they stay motivated throughout.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. So my next question to you is, how does the curriculum of your institute ensures the best practices in the industry?
So right now we are a hotel management institute. We've restricted ourselves to the hotel management programs, and we've made the programs very, very practical. Of course, they involve a lot of theory, but of course, at the same time, equal weightage is placed on practicals because it's a vocational program. We make sure for most of our programs, we have an element of compulsory international internships. So we have now a few students who are settled across the world. So for instance, our very first student, he is now so he was placed at Hilton Lake Taupo in New Zealand, and now he is working in New Zealand in the hotel industry, and he's doing really, really well. Then we have like 2 more students who've been placed in Malta in Europe. Again, they've been working really well. So I think the international internship component, one. And secondly, of course, because our training partner is Ramada Dehradun, so we do have a practice hotel as well. So in the institute, the students learn the theory, and of course, we do have all the labs, well-equipped labs, etc. But we also make sure that the students go to the hotel, they train, they practice, and they come out to be, really successful professionals.
Right. Okay, that's great to hear, ma'am. So my next question to you is, what do you think your roles and responsibilities towards the students and the college are?
I did not catch your question, Prashant. Can you please repeat it?
Just a minute, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah, now you're audible.
So, ma'am, my question is that what do you think your roles and responsibilities towards the students are and the college?
I think at the end of the day, our role and responsibility is, of course, multifold, but we need to focus on the quality of education that we impart to the student. We make, because I know that a lot of colleges play a lot of stress to placements. And of course, we do too. Like, we're a small institute, we're a growing college, we have limited number of students. And of course, we will make sure that each and every student is placed. But at the end of the day, you also need to pay stress on the kind of education they're receiving, because you're going to place them once, but that education is going to carry them forward throughout life. Like that education is going to stay with them throughout life. So if you are able to train them as successful professionals who just not understand theoretical and practical skills, but also a lot of cognitive skills like teamwork, leadership, etc. I think these are the and also I think these are the traits that are going to be very helpful for the future of work, because at the point of time, like with technology, the fourth industrial revolution, I believe that a lot of skills are becoming redundant. Cognitive skills are the skills that colleges need to focus on, because leadership, teamwork, emotional skills. So these are things that are actually required, and these are things that we actually play a lot of stress in the institute. And thankfully, right now, the numbers allow us to do so. But I want to make sure that as we grow and we're growing, we continue with these aspects of training.
Right. That's that's a very innovative approach that more institutions should take. And so, ma'am, the next question is that what do you think your college's top priority should be in the next 10 years?
I think, Prashant, like, especially, this admissions season, I would like to call it, I've realized that a lot of admissions that have taken place are word of mouth admissions, So as far as the growth strategy of the college is, I think focus on students, make them grow, make them successful professionals, they will spread the word around, and, you will organically grow. Of course, over the next 10 years, we would also like to place a lot of stress on the branding. So this is with respect to the growth strategy. A lot of stress on branding that is required. But also, I think organic admissions are the best admissions that the college can get. There is you invest in the student, and the student at the end of the day, when they go around, they praise you. I think that's the biggest gift any college or institute can receive. As far as the quality of the education, or as far as education is concerned, right now we of course only have one vertical, which is hospitality. We're going to branch out. Of course, there are many more stakeholders in the college, and we want to make sure that we are branching out to courses that do have relevance for the future of work. So we might, in the years to come, or maybe even next year, we might launch courses on artificial intelligence, data science, etc., which I believe are courses of the future. So that is going to be the strategy for the next 10 years. Focus on courses which we believe are going to be useful, helpful to the students, and which do have an employment value.
Right. Makes sense. So, ma'am, if we talk about Servo Hospitality School, what are the opportunities available for the growth of students if we talk about internships, seminars, placements, etc.?
So, Prashant, I believe as far as internships and placements are concerned, we have a really good track record. We are just 3 years old, but so just recently, two of our students got placed in Taj Chandigarh, and they were students who were pursuing a level 3 diploma in hotel management. So, level 3 diploma, you can just pursue after your class 10th. So, they got placed in such a good brand, and such a good, two of our students are going to the Queen's Palace in Doha, Qatar. It's a government job. So yeah, as far as our track record is concerned with respect to internships and placements, I think we've done pretty well, and we are going to continue pursuing it and continue doing, I believe so. We will work towards it. And for us, each and every student is important. At the end of the day, when any student goes out of Servo, we want to make sure that we've done well by them. And to be honest, when I go around and when I just see the students walking in the corridors, I feel so proud of them. When they first came, and now. And of course, you've seen the college, and you've seen how the students are over there. We really make sure that they are in the proper formals all the time, and they do look like hotel hospitality management. So yeah, that's about it. As far as seminars are concerned, I think you can keep checking our Facebook page, and I think that's the most updated page. We have seminars, we have conferences during the lockdown, during the COVID. We want to make sure that our students are not getting bored by the online classes, because it's very difficult to engage yourself through the online classes. So of course we made sure that the online classes were happening, but at the same time we also made sure that every week at least there were 2 to 3 good seminars with renowned professionals from the hospitality industry to keep the students motivated. So yes, I think seminars, conferences, workshops in bakery, workshops in chocolate making. We also have, wine workshops. Students are acquainted with that also. So we, as a college, make sure that any student who comes here for hospitality management or hotel management is given a all-round, like, he or she is equipped with, all the technical skills for an overall hospitality profession. And then of course, they're free to specialize in whatever they want to.
Right, right. Okay, ma'am. So when you first started the college, what was your vision and how has it evolved over time? And how far have you
So
implemented it?
So Prashant, my brother, who is the chairman of the college, Mr. Vishwas Ghai. So both of us. So the seed for the college, it came, I think, 4 years back. So we had set up Ramada Dehradun, and the hotel was doing pretty well and everything. And then we realized that there's shortage of manpower, and because we've been in the hospitality space for the last 25 years, we did have the knowledge and the expertise to set up college as well. But we wanted to start small because both of us are very young, and also both of us realized that of course, in the hotel business we've been there, our parents have been there for the last 25-30 years. But for us to start a college, it was a very 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 big decision, or an institute. So first we wanted to start small, see, test the waters. So I think the seed for the college or the institute came from this very thought that we wanted good manpower in the hotel. Where do we get that from? Where do we get those students who are really well groomed professionals, and who, when they stand in the lobby, they make all the impact, because that's what a hotel is. Without the employees, without the front office, if you just you should have come during COVID and you would have don't know how it looks like, right? So that is when the thought came up, and then we of course applied for the accreditation by OTHM, with OTHM, and that is how we started. We started very small, but now I think over the last so we started with one floor. Today we are 3 floors in that building. So we've grown every year, and I look forward, like maybe next year when I'm talking to you, we've set up the foundation stone for a big campus as well.
Right. Looking forward to that, ma'am. And so, what do you see as your institute's greatest strengths as of today?
I think the institute's greatest strength would be its people. The faculty, the admin team, the admissions team. I'm really very proud of them. Like they've handled things so well, Prashant. It has been a journey. Last year when COVID struck us, and you can imagine, like, as a small institute, what we would have gone through. But a lot of people, a lot of my staff was so resilient. They adopted to online teaching. The students, of course, adopted to it. But for us, we do have, like, so for instance, we have our HOD in culinary. He is somebody who has been in culinary for the last 35 years. And now for him, it has been, now of course, having somebody in the 60s, in their 50s or the 60s adopt to technology and give online teaching and online workshops. So these people have done it so well. And like, I think this time when COVID struck us again, we were all mentally prepared. We were all prepared to give online classes. We were all, and getting into the groove, like how do you make most of your time? Like, it's not just like mundane online classes. Teachers come, students study, they're all bored. No, that's not it. We made sure that we had online workshops. We made sure that we had conferences. We made sure we had seminars. So that was amazing, like the way they adapted to it. And also my marketing team, I think they've been very wonderful, like the way they have adapted to technology, the lead portals, like online marketing, this, that, etc. They've learned. So the best part about all the people over there is that you don't have to tell them what to do. They try to pick up things and they try to learn it by themselves. So I think the people over there, that's the biggest strength.
Right. Okay, ma'am. So my last question of this interview is, so usually I ask people, what is your advice for young aspiring students? But to you, I would ask, what is your advice to young educators out there who are willing to start or just starting their own ventures?
I believe invest in people. I've always believed in that. That when you invest in people, because for an organization, people make up an organization, invest in them and you will succeed. For me, the Servo journey has all been investing on the staff, on the faculty, on the admissions team. And I believe that they have always proved their mettle. So for me, invest in people. That's it.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much for giving the interview and being so, informative and candid. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prashant. Thank you so much, and look forward to meeting you in campus soon. Thank
Sure.
you.